Hello guys, I've just got home from the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 5, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. A resounding victory, just what we wanted really on the final day. It was, in some respects, perfect. Thumping win. Granit Xhaka gets himself a couple of goals on what's most likely his Arsenal farewell. And we're reminded of this team's quality and given a chance to salute and celebrate them and their achievements this season. It has been an amazing season, and just on the way home now, I've been reflecting on it. You know, when it looked like Arsenal might win the title, and wow, with City losing at Brentford, albeit in a dead rubber, we finished, 5 points off City? Tantalising, isn't it? But when I thought there was a real chance we might do it, I sort of began to weigh what Arsenal winning the title this season would mean to me versus other seasons. Where would it rank, basically? Where would this rank had Arsenal won the league this year? And ultimately, I kind of decided that, well, it would rank pretty high. And there are reasons for that. And one is my age now. I've waited a long time for Arsenal to win the league again since I was 18, 2004. One is the privileged position I'm in, being part of this amazing community, having this opportunity to talk about football, write about football, share that with you. That makes it pretty special. And I think, from a professional standpoint, a certain proximity to the club and the team, I think I sort of calculated that even though I grew up loving 98, 2000 and 2004, 2023 probably would have meant the most of any of them. And maybe that's individual to me, but the connection I felt with this team and what they achieved this season was special. And ultimately, I reasoned pretty unique in my Arsenal supporting experience. Obviously, it didn't turn out that way. Arsenal didn't win the league. But all those things that would have made it so special are still true. I do still love this team, and I do still feel incredibly privileged to be part of this community, and incredibly privileged to have the opportunity to follow this team professionally as well as a fan. And so the funny thing is, even though they didn't ultimately win the league, I think this season will rank right up there with any others. I think if you ask me in 10 or 20 or 30 years' time about seasons I've loved, this will be there. And I'm so glad it ended on a positive note. I think as well, from a personal perspective, my son was born during this season, my son Rocky. And that's pretty special. So I'll always remember it from that perspective. But I just think there have been so many moments. We were lucky enough to do the live podcast with the Arsblog guys and the Arsenal Vision crew at the Union Chapel in Islington last night. Sold out. Ian Wright joined us. Just a really special occasion. And on that occasion, we reflected upon several other just sort of momentous moments. Reiss Nelson's winner against Bournemouth, sure, but the Emi Martinez own goal and the late win against Aston Villa, Eddie Nketiah's late winner against Manchester United, 2 derby wins over Tottenham Hotspur, home win over Liverpool, home and away victories over Chelsea, an away win at Newcastle. So many high points. It's the kind of stuff that makes you a fan. It's the kind of stuff that makes being a fan worthwhile. And it's the kind of stuff that makes someone like me want to talk and write and tell stories about football. And it might not have ended with the title, but being part of that moment of appreciation at full time, families, staff, players, all out on the pitch, the stands absolutely packed, Mikel Arteta not even able to get a word in because his name was being sung so loudly. I felt very grateful. And that's my overriding feeling this weekend. I have tremendous gratitude for the season that we've been provided with, the entertainment it's brought, the highs, even some of the lows, and very grateful as well to have shared it with you guys, with people who listen to the podcast, people who read what I write. There was a brilliant video Arsenal put out this morning about the sense of connection that's been engendered between supporters and players and club. And I think there's a lot that goes into that. I think it's partly that we're coming out of COVID still, and that unlocking of the world, that sense of reconnection. I think it's partly that, you know, these things move in cycles, and we're currently in a very positive cycle with Arsenal. We're at the start, it feels like, or near the beginning of something great. But this is a special time, and I am going to savour it, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I'll miss it for the summer. I will miss it. I'll try and check back in and do videos here and there around other stuff. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching all through the season. Massively appreciated. It's been a pleasure. There've been some tricky moments, but for the most part, we've been talking about great Arsenal victories and great Arsenal performances. And that's what I'm going to spend the next few days reflecting on, really. And a brilliant weekend with lots of friends from all over the world who came to London for this weekend, probably at one point thinking they might witness a title win. But I genuinely believe that with the sense of community, the sense of togetherness, the sense of celebration that existed in North London this weekend, I still think they'll consider their trips worthwhile and that they'll experience something special. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for watching all season long. Do subscribe for more videos. Yeah, speak to you soon. Bye-bye.